everybody. It's Bella from my kitchen conversations. From my kitchen to your kitchen. I am cutting up a little bit of onions. I am scoring the onion just like that. And what scoring is you just cut it. You don't do anything with it. You just cut it. And then you take it and you peel it off. And you're peeling off one layer. It's always good to peel off at least one layer other than this, the outer layer. It's always good to peel that one layer just in case, you know, it's dirty or something's going on. But I always like to peel at least one layer off of it. So I'm going to cut this onion in half, and I'm going to put some minced garlic into the frying pan. And I got my spinach out, my mushrooms, and my bell peppers. I'm going to find my casserole dish. Or I'm going to attempt to find my casserole dish. Because this is where I'm going to put my bell peppers. So I'm going to cut my onion. My half an onion. That's all I need. I'm going to take this out and just throw it in there. And then I'm going to cut it into cubes or dice it. So I got one handful. I'm going to put this on low heat, and I put a little bit of vegetable oil into the frying pan. And I'm going to saute the onions, and I'm going to saute the mushrooms with the spinach. And I think I'm okay with having 2 handfuls. 2 handfuls of onions. Okay. We're going to grab some minced garlic. I like to smell my produce, because even if you do buy it in the produce aisle, even though you do put it in the, buy it in the produce aisle and it, you wait for a couple days, you always want to make sure it still tastes good. Smells good. Because if it smells good, then you know it's going to taste good. So I'm going to take some of these mushrooms. I like to use portobello mushrooms. But these were okay for now. Cut off the stems off first. And then you're going to want to dice them up. How is everybody doing today? I hope everything is all well. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And then I'm going to transfer it here to the saucepan. Huh?
The Mediterranean mushrooms. I do not want these mushrooms. Hard pass. Dark or no-go. Mushrooms are nasty and icky. So, yeah. Chocolate. Yes, that's it.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
More. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little quiet. I'm just concentrating on cutting my mushrooms and dicing them up. And I think I've used maybe about I used about 3 mushrooms, and I'm putting it all in here. So I used 3 mushrooms, about a quarter of an onion. I'm going to put these mushrooms back, and I'm going to wrap it up in a little bit. Actually, I'm going to wrap it up now. Austin, do you know where the foil is?
Somewhere you can't reach.
Okay, well, that's right up there. So I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, I like to clean up as I go. Reynolds wrap, any wrap that you guys want to use for the foil is just as good. And I'm going to wrap it up. You always want to wrap up produce of what you don't use, plastic or foil, and put it in the fridge. My wife and I went to a butcher shop today. It's called Old Mills Creek, and it is a very, very good butcher shop. They sell bison, and those of you who eat red meat, there are grass-fed, which is bison. It is buffalo meat, right? Buffalo?
Yeah.
And it's actually really good. All right, so I'm going to stir this up real quick. As you can see, I'm stirring this up. That way it doesn't burn. Okay. And then I got this over here. Some bell peppers. I have at least maybe 5 bell peppers. Okay. Just in case anybody wants more. I'm going to unsticker them. You don't want to cook any food that has a sticker right on it. Did you know that bell peppers are females and males? Look it up online. Google it. I believe there's 4 of them as males. 3 of these, 3 right here, are females. I've learned this a long time ago, so I just vaguely remember. But it is very true. There are females and there are males. Just fun facts. Alright, so I'm going to cut the tops off of these. But I'm not going to cut them, like slice them or anything, because obviously this is a healthier version of stuffed peppers. So instead of using rice and ground beef, I'm going to be cooking it with couscous. Alright, so now that I got that going, I'm going to hurry up just a little bit. Get this stuffed peppers into here. I'm going to set that aside because I'm going to get out the spinach and some couscous. So I've got some spinach. I love spinach. Spinach is, yes, it is healthy. But I do love me some spinach. You know, I'm going to make spinach salad out of this too. So we got stuffed couscous. We're going to have spinach. And I'm just going to use maybe two handfuls of spinach. And I'm going to shred it with my hands, as so. I'm not going to really season too much of my stuffing, which is couscous, spinach, 2 handfuls of spinach, about 5 or 6 mushrooms, and then a 1/4 of an onion. But I am going to show you something. See that? Hold on. Look at that, you guys. Yum. I'm gonna have this right here.
Oh, mushrooms smell.
All right. And then look, those of you guys who have watched my video, look at how this is turning out. My apple chips. how wonderful it is. Making some apple chips. All right, so now we got that going. We got everything set. Now we're going to do ahead. Now, you know, I might not be a professional chef, or I'm not being, or a chef, but I do know how to cook. And I do know how to complement my food and everything else. But I don't cook this very often. I really genuinely don't. So I'm going to have 2 boxes. And right over here, right there in the back, always in the box, because I know I always say I make homemade food, and I really genuinely do. But who's going to have time to make homemade couscous? I don't have the time, unfortunately, but I would love to learn how to. So there you go. So you're going to put you're going to pour this all in there, and you're going to use 1 1/4 cup of water. So that means that's 2 cups and 2 1/4. Okay, so this is why I don't season anything. Other than my minced garlic, my onions, and my mushrooms, that's all natural seasonings with spinach. This comes in a package. Couscous in a package. Herb chicken. And that's okay. You're going to put the couscous in here. And you're going to put the packet in there. And then you're going to do it again with the same box. Okay? I'm going to put that in there. Now, I did the side dish first because it does take the longest. Because what I'm going to show you guys and teach you guys how to make is tuna steaks. Yum! So, now I'm going to go find my measuring cup. I'm going to put 2 cups of water. Sorry, you guys. I don't have like a camera that actually moves around when I move. So if you give me a minute. Alright, so now I got that done. So 2 cups and 2 1/4. I don't know what 2 1/4 is, but you want to put water, 1/4 of water 2 times. Okay? Ugh. So we got that going. Now I'm going to stir it. And you only need very little water, only because due to this pasta is very tiny. And did you know that couscous is actually a lot more healthier than regular pasta itself? Like when you cook spaghetti or any other pasta, like the pasta shells, because they're so tiny, it's less carbs and it's not so starchy. Okay, so we're going to cook that, and as you can see, low heat, and I'm going to up it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put it up just a little bit, and then I'm going to let it sit and let it cook. But while that is cooking, I'm going to finish cutting my bell peppers. Now, as you can see, I mean, you can actually get full off of a healthy meal. And that's what we're doing. We're eating somewhat healthy. Got couscous cooking, boiling with seasonings of spinach, mushrooms, and onions. And then we got bell pepper right here. And now, after stuffing it, though, you want to sprinkle it with feta cheese. Well, I forgot feta cheese, so we're just going to use my blend Italian cheese in the bag. And then you're going to, so that way it tastes not taste, but have that nice crisp taste of the bell pepper. You're going to sprinkle olive oil. I have canola oil. So, I mean, it to each their own, to be honest. And no, this is not my recipe. I don't know. I told you that. I know I told you this. That Gianna, is one of my favorite chefs, and so is Gordon Ramsay. And I got this recipe from Gianna. Gianna's cookbook. You know, her TV show when she went on Food Network. You know, but she used plain couscous. And she used her own seasoning. And then but I like mine with herb chicken, so I kind of made it my own. And because I don't have feta cheese, I used this instead. So, like I said, you could always use your own. You don't always have to follow the recipe. To each their own, whatever you choose to like. So I'm going to move this over here. And then I've been cooking these apple chips for a while now. So I am going to put them away. And then I got some. And like I said, every good cook tastes their cooking. It is so important to do so, because you do not ever want to serve something that you don't know what it's going to taste like. Okay? But this tastes so good. And I'm only cooking for my family. So that is why I have a serving spoon. Like I said, if it was a family, event or something, always remember to use a spoon that you're not cooking with, and then you put it in the sink. And if you want to still keep tasting your cooking all the way through, that's probably why chefs are not that hungry, because they sample their cooking. And for every sample they eat or taste, they get full off of that. So now I got this right here. And I got some cheese. Alright, so now this is actually done cooking. And this is why we only need very little water. And it doesn't take that long. Alright, so now, as I say about the apple chips, I'm clearing out some space. My wife is probably going to be like, where have you been all my life? I swear. So now that's done. That's done. All right. Wait till it cools down. I'm going to turn this off just for a minute. Now I'm going to put a scoop of this into it. Now you can actually eat this without having a stuffed pepper. You can eat it plain just like this and call it a day. This would be a great side dish with anything that you want to cook with. Steak or fish or chicken. Okay, and I will show you in just a second. All right, you guys, I'm going to show you real quick what I did. Do you see that? Do you see this? Yum. Right there. That is so amazingly good. All right. So now I'm going to sprinkle some cheese right on top. So sprinkle some cheese right on top. And there you have it, you guys. Stuffed peppers with couscous. I'm going to put this right in here. Voila. And there you guys have it. Now bake that for about 10 to 15 minutes, just till the cheese is melted. And it really does depend. If you guys want your bell peppers to be soft, then cook it for about good 20 to 25 minutes. If you guys want that nice, juicy, nice, crisp taste and take a bite out of it, let me tell you, amazing. Till next time, from my kitchen to your kitchen, have a great day.